$40 off for an hour, and they go, no, yeah. And you just lift your fucking jacket and show them your piece and be like, do you really want to do this right now? Boom. I had a real Uncle Junior from The Sopranos moment. Rawls from The Wire. Jackie Jr. from The Sopranos. Bobby, what the hell am I doing on the television? Reminds me of that line from the Toss It Project. Like Denzel in Flight. I'd be following him around like D'Angelo Barksdale on The Wire. Pulls a mask off, and it's the girl who played Arya Stark. It's Maisie Williams. Like that scene in The Sopranos when Meadow has the black boyfriend or whatever.
I want to buy me coffee. Hey, God fucking damn it, J, grab your things.
And you'd be like, whoa. But the first time I ever saw one of those, it was like I was like Peter Abernathy from Westworld. It's like that line in The Wire when he's like, sir, have you been known to drink a little bit? And he's like, no, I sleep under a bridge sober. When I lost my case, my lawyer looked like he... Remember the scene in The Wire? You're like watching Justified, and you're like, so there's a new Crowder out of nowhere? What is this? It's like that scene in Reservoir Dogs when he's like, you beat this prick long enough, he'll tell you he started the Great Chicago Fire. But that doesn't fucking necessarily make it so. Fucking Jared from Silicon Valley clapping right as the election was coming, like the dude from The Wire, carefully taking his clothes off like Gus Fring. Into a Hooters on a Tuesday afternoon, and the chicks look like Mags Bennett from Justified. I believe that's about
I believe that's correct. Okay, good. Okay.
By the way, I believe when he announced it in his press conference, he did it much like Richie Aprile. He was like, we're out of ventilators. The only time I want to hear cheese and heroin in the same sentence is when I'm watching Slim Charles kill Method Man on The Wire. That's it. It's like finding out, you know what, HBO Max is removing that David Simon show, and you're like, oh no, The Wire, and they're like, no, Treme, and you're like, oh well, who gives a shit? Who cares? Later on, AJ's there, and Meadow's like, what did you say to him earlier? And he's like, what? Nothing. And then like AJ the whole time is going, what did he say? What did he say? And then there's like, AJ, go away, and he goes, oh, I know what he said. It's like it's one of the only good AJ lines in all The Sopranos is when he sees the black guy, goes, oh, I know what he said.
Do we want to see how the president's doing?
Now all I can think about is the Filiatardo. Let me tell you a couple treat things, okay? You're about to inherit the earth along with some other undesirables. And hey, that's cool, man. He's like, you're about to inherit the earth along with some other undesirables. Remember the fake Jessica Rabbit?
Yeah. We have to go to break.
These blacks. You never know what's going to set them off. I had that British accent like McNulty in The Wire.
Everyone.
Found Carlo's lipstick on his cock. I just watched that episode of The Sopranos last night when the guy comes and he's like cracking all the jokes and they just start beating, stabbing the shit out of him. It's such a good episode.
Governor Base DeSantis.
Joya Pesci in the chat.
I love with the fragility. Doctor, I need to stop fading. It's scary Carmella.
Do you imagine if The Sopranos was made nowadays? Let's talk about your white fragility. White fragility, who gots? He's grabbing his dick.
White privilege, what?
Phil Leotardo. It's off kilter. But like, so even in The Wire, you'll see like that they kind of show you how these things work. Yeah. It looks like she should be changing the chamber pot for the Commodore in the Boardwalk Empire. What is she fucking Johnny Sack? You know they let you smoke in here. Great Deadwood reference. So, Swingen, cocksucker. They could just, and they do it like in The Wire and all. It's like the guy from The Departed. These are dirty, dirty people. He's talking about the Irish. You don't want to mess with these people. These are dirty, dirty people. And then Kamala comes out and just does the Nick Mullen. Tupac.
Didn't even know we had COVID.